here, living the dream on Thursday, the 11th of July, 2024. And as you can see, I'm still in a room here, which is 2716 in the Hilton, Waikiki Beach, Honolulu. If you'd watched the last episode from yesterday, you would have followed Fiona and I doing a fantastic trip to Pearl Harbor, which was a massive tick off my bucket list. It was an awesome day, and if you go back one episode, you can follow Fiona and I on that great trip. But as for this episode, it's simply going to cover our last 2 and a bit days here in Honolulu. Today, Thursday, tomorrow, Friday the 12th, and then on Saturday morning, we'll finish off here at the hotel before heading to the airport for a quick 30-minute flight across to Kona on the Big Island. So, follow Fiona and I as we enjoy our last few days here in Honolulu. Hi, I'm Graham, and this is my wife Fiona, and we have always had a work hard, play hard philosophy. From London to New York, and of course the Caribbean, we live our dream through travel. And of course, the odd cocktail. And here on YouTube, we create our memories while living our dream. So come and join us as we share our memories with you. By Thursday, Fiona and I had become creatures of habit, so you'd have found us back at a shore fire for breakfast. And given the humongous size of American portions, Fiona and I had learnt by now, and we were now sharing a breakfast. And after breakfast, I came back to the room to get on with some work, while Fiona went down to the pool catch some vitamin D. Work, of course, was not going to take over my entire day, so after a couple of hours I started to make my way down to the pool to join my wife. And before heading down to the 10th floor, I thought I would check out the pool from the 27th floor. Can you see Fiona? No, didn't think so. As we get into the last few days of this proportion of the holiday, I'm sure you'll understand that there's going to be less content to bring you. And on this particular Thursday afternoon, the clouds were starting to build, so we were pretty well assured that rain wasn't too far away. And we were 100% correct, because the rain finally came, sending Fiona and I back to her room. And our balcony is where we spent the rest of the afternoon, including feeding the natives. And Donna, if you're watching this episode, I know that you would love nothing more but to feed the birds. On Thursday night, you would have found us back at Shore Fire because I really wanted to try a Hawaiian delicacy for dinner. If you can call it a delicacy, it's called Moco Loco. It's basically rice with a burger patty, egg, and yet covered in the sweet gravy and onions. It's really delicious, guys. Thursday was also the evening that I set my GoPro up on our hotel balcony on a time-lapse. If you watched the hotel and room review, you will have already seen this. But this, guys, is the full-length version, and it brings Thursday to a close. By the time Friday and our last full day in Honolulu came around, we were sort of fed up with big breakfasts. We simply headed down to Starbucks for something a lot lighter this morning, or so we thought. And because our room was being cleaned, we simply ate it down in the lobby area. And because we knew we were going to do a lot more touristy stuff next week on the Big Island, Fiona and I decided to just hang around the hotel today and relax. O'clock in the afternoon, and it is raining again. It seems to rain most afternoons here, but I guess we are in the tropics. Cloud. Fiona's still drinking a coffee and wrapped up. But most people are still out. And within half an hour of the rain, the blue sky was back out again. But it didn't last long, and around 4 o'clock, Fiona and I simply gave up and headed back to the room. On our last night here in Honolulu, Fiona and I decided to go back out to the Cheesecake Factory on Waikiki Beach. And because it was Friday night, there was lots of life in the city, including these street performers on Waikiki. And as I said earlier, Fiona and I headed to the Cheesecake Factory on Waikiki for dinner, where Fiona had chicken Madeira and I had steak Diane. And I know, guys, that the Cheesecake Factory is a bit of a chain in the US, but you know, it is very good. And of course, the Cheesecake Factory wouldn't be the Cheesecake Factory without, yes guys, I know what you're going to say, a cheesecake. And I know, guys, we did try to demolish the cheesecake, but this is the best we managed. And this is also where we bring our Friday night to a close. Saturday morning, the 13th of July 2024, and today, guys, unfortunately is Fiona's and my last day here in Honolulu, but the trip continues with another week in Kona on the Big Island, and that's all to come in some later episodes. Our flight across to Kona departs Honolulu at 3:45 this afternoon, and we'll be doing a full trip report on the next episode. But back to today, follow Fiona and I as we enjoy our last morning and a bit of the afternoon here in Honolulu. The thought of leaving Honolulu was a little depressing, but we knew we still had another week to enjoy on the Big Island, where we knew staying with friends would probably give us more of the authentic taste of Hawaii. And back to Saturday morning, we were off to Starbucks to pick up breakfast and take it back to the room.
Would we break any
then we sat out on the balcony and enjoyed breakfast while taking our last look at Waikiki Beach, a view we would never have got tired of. That's the packing begun! Cases are out. We're not really doing a terrible lot today, just taking it easy. Checkout's at 12 we think, then we're just gonna book an Uber out to the airport. Alright? Aye. And unfortunately, all good things come to an end far too fast, and as we approached 12 o'clock, it was time for Fiona and I to head back down to the lobby area and check out. Of course, the biggest downfall of not being all-inclusive, which Fiona and I have gotten used to over the last couple of years, is a rather larger than usual bill when we finally check out. And on this trip, that included the resort charge, which was something like $50 a day, and the bar tab that we'd run up over 7 days next to the pool. Anyway, with the bill sent to my Amex card, it was time for Fiona and I to head down to street level and meet our Uber. And safely in our Uber, it was time to say goodbye to the Hilton Waikiki Beach as we made our way towards the Hawaiian Airlines terminal at Honolulu Airport. As I look back on this content as I'm editing the video, without a shadow of a doubt, Fiona and I made the right decision to do Honolulu first and then the Big Island. And that is where our big Pacific adventure will continue throughout the next couple of episodes. And on the next episode, you will join Fiona and I island hopping on board the small Boeing 717 of Hawaiian Airlines. And with a flight time of a little over 20 minutes, it's not going to be a long episode. So you know what to do, guys, if you want to continue to follow Fiona and I as we enjoy our big Pacific adventure here during July 2024. You would do us and the channel a massive favour by hitting that subscribe button and then the bell icon to be notified when our next video is published. So as we make our way out onto the freeway, the next stop being Honolulu Airport, it's time to say goodbye and thank you very much for watching this episode.